What's up, guys? I don't know if anybody's gonna sign in. It's kind of late today, but I thought I'd do a live stream. Picking blackberries right now. Truck's down. Gonna be down till Wednesday evening. Getting some stuff done to it at a shop. Gonna get the oil leak fixed. So I'm getting the rear main done. Getting a new clutch put in. And I'm gonna get the kingpins done on the drop axle. Yeah, truck's down. What's up, Luis? How you guys doing? Truck's down till Wednesday. Also, I just got new steer tires put on. That's gonna look pretty sweet. Can't wait for you guys to see that. Truck obviously isn't here. What's up, TY? So I'm picking blackberries. Hopefully we'll get a shaker or some pie going on. Oh yeah. You know, it rained on my way down to Oregon. My wife did a Spartan run or Spartan race or whatever, and it rained on my way down to Oregon. But other than that, it didn't really rain that much. It's been super hot here, so it's nice to get out of the truck for, you know, a day or two. Yeah. So, Luis, I'm getting the oil leak fixed on the dump truck. So I'm getting the rear main seal, right? Because the truck has been leaking. I mean, it's been leaking about a gallon of oil a day since I started running, right? I've spent almost $1,000. I spent probably $1,200 in oil so far since the business started. So we're getting that leak fixed, the rear main seal. And while they're doing that, they're gonna put a new clutch in, and we're gonna get the kingpins on the drop axle done because it's still doing the death wobble. I don't know what's causing the death wobble, but we're gonna get the kingpins done next. Basically, everything on the drop axle we've done new shocks, new bushings, new tires, new tie rod ends, and it's still doing the death wobble. So we're gonna get the kingpins done on that, and hopefully that'll take care of the death wobble problem. But yeah, I'm done leaking a gallon of oil every day. It's just, you know, when I took the truck in, it's been getting worse. It seems like it's been getting worse. When I took the truck in to go get new steer tires, I was parked at Les Schwab on their concrete, you know, and it looked like it drained a half a gallon on their concrete slab. So we're gonna get that fixed, because I don't want to be. I was thinking of holding off until wintertime, but it's just so much oil, so much money, and it's just such a hassle buying a 5-gallon bucket every week. You know what I mean? So other than that, how are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? Enjoying the sun? Enjoying the heat? What are you guys up to? Trucking business is going good. Ow. I was a little worried about paying for the repairs on this thing, because, you know, I just spent $1,400 on those new steer tires, right? Just spent $1,400 on that, and then in both my accounts I had enough to cover the, you know, the rear main seal and the clutch, but I would have had to move some money around, you know, type of deal, and I would have pretty much been drained out pretty close to empty. But then I just got $5,000 yesterday or today in checks in the mail while I was gone, so that was pretty sweet. That's gonna cover the expenses. What's up, Rondell? But yep, so trucking in Connecticut. What are you driving? It is a 1985 Peterbilt, Andrew. 1985. And it's a 8V92 silver. Trucking in Cleveland. I got a question for you guys. Should I grow a beard or not? That's one of the questions I want to ask you guys. What do you guys think? Should I grow a beard or not? I just shaved it a few days ago, but I kind of look baby-faced. What was that question you had? Let's see. Yeah, TY, I doubt that. It rains a lot here. And Luis, dude, do it. Make sure you plan everything out. Once you have a dump truck and you own it, 100% own it. If you want to start a business, like a trucking business, I would say to pay for fuel and insurance, you have to have at least $15,000 in your bank. You got to have at least $15,000 because fuel and like how long it takes to get paid and stuff. I did it on 10, but let me tell you what, it was getting really, really tight there at the end. Like I thought I was, gonna miss my house payment. Yeah, at least $15,000 for fuel, depending on what kind of, well, even if you have a good, fuel, truck that doesn't use a lot of fuel, you still need $15,000. Trust me, because breakdowns are gonna kill you, and fuel is gonna kill you. I'm a pretty handy guy, so I'm able to do most of the repairs myself. No, work's been so busy, dude. You have no clue how busy it's been. Like, I'm crying right now just because my truck's going to be in the shop till Wednesday. Like, if my truck wasn't in the shop this coming week, I could have worked another 4 shifts in a row, maybe 5 or something, or a few doubles or something. I've only been running 5 days a week. I'm not working 6 or 7, dude. I gotta work. Like, on the weekend, I like to grease the truck and I like to spend time with the family. So I normally don't work I don't work 6 days in a row. Well, I mean, I do end up working 6 days in a row, but it ain't because I'm trucking. But work like this coming week, I could have worked all the night shifts, right? And I could have threw in a few day shifts too, because this company that I've been working for, they had a big project where they needed 10 trucks, and I could have done a whole bunch of night shift work, which is amazing this time of year. Night shift is the best shift to have in the summertime, guys, because especially when you don't have AC, you got to be working that night shift. That's where you want to be at. Andrew, that's another thing I wanted to address. I'm gonna be hiring a driver pretty soon. No, I don't own any of my own contracts. But dude, is this not the biggest blackberry you guys have ever seen, or what? I think it's freaking huge. I'm gonna be hiring a driver pretty soon here. what we're going to do is we're going to hire what's called a 1099. And basically, there's some rules for a 1099. And from what I understand, the rules are you cannot be their sole source of income, right? And then that's the main one. You can't be their sole source of income. And then what's the other one? There's like 7 questions you have to be able to answer in order to hire somebody as a 1099. But that's the main one. You can't be their sole source of income. And you basically can't pay them to do a job that you would pay a W-2 as, right? So you can't hire them as a normal employee, you know, and they pretty much have say if they want to come in or not. Yeah, I don't use it. I don't do brokers. Basically, what I've done to find work is I have like a network of other truckers, right? And when they get a job, you know, and they need more than one truck, they call me up and they're like, "Hey, Brian, come out on this job with me," or, you know, "Come truck with us for this job," you know, which is, you know, a day or 2 or 3 or 4, you know. It seemed like on average since I've started, each like project is like 2 to 3 days long. But the past 3 weeks I've worked for just one company doing asphalt, which I kind of want to get away from that. I really like working for the company, but you can't put all your eggs in one basket, you know what I mean? And my buddy Robert was telling me, he's like, you know, if you work for just, you know, if you do asphalt, then the dirt guys, you know, come wintertime, they're like, yeah, you're a asphalt guy. You're not really a dirt hauler. You know, that's why I kind of want to see if I can get my truck doing both, like nighttime asphalt, daytime dirt, you know what I mean? Or something like that. Or, you know, but we are going to hire a driver really soon. Like really soon. We're looking at all the paperwork and stuff to get that done. And so we're going to be hiring a 1099 pretty soon here. You pretty much have to, like, you don't have to run your truck that much, but like you can't say no to the money. Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, you just can't say no to the money. Like, there's so much money to be made when your truck works 24/7, you know? So, but the main thing before I hire a driver is I gotta figure out the death wobble thing. Gotta figure out the death wobble on the drop axle. And I want to get that oil leak fixed because, you know, all it would take is one driver not checking the oil and running it for a day, you know, with no oil and blowing my truck up, you know. I don't think, well, I take that back. There are a lot of people out there that, you know, don't have 2 brain cells to rub together. But I'm pretty good at screening, I think, so I don't think I'd have that problem. But I don't want to chance it, you know what I mean? You don't ever want to chance it. So we're going to get that taken care of. Yeah, see, I want to get away from only doing asphalt. Because the main reason, asphalt dries up in the winter here. It just rains too much. There's no asphalt work in the winter. So I would be working, you know, I wouldn't be working the whole year round. But yeah, guys, the business, dude, we're doing so good. We are doing so good. Like, I never thought it would go this good. Never thought it was gonna go this good. We are so blessed. And, you know, I think it's pretty cool, you know. Like, America is like the land of opportunity. You know what I mean? if you really want it and you work hard enough, you can get whatever you want. You know what I mean? America is the land of opportunity. And it's kind of sad to see all the people out there that, you know, they choose to work for, like, working for somebody isn't bad, but when you work for yourself, like, you gain a new sense of pride, accomplishment, you know, other stuff, you know. When you, like, it is just so cool, you know. It is so cool. There's always something to do. That's the one thing that is kind of difficult. There's always something to do. Look at that. That's a lot of blackberries. Anyways. Yep, so the dump truck is in the shop. Rear main seal, new clutch, and kingpins for the drop axle. Have you guys seen this? What's up, Evan? Long time no see. The stack on the pickup truck turned gold. And it's kind of red right there. Well, check this out. So, also, I don't know if you guys knew or not, but my grandpa found a deal on a backhoe, right? So, my grandpa found a deal on a backhoe, so he said he was gonna buy it if I didn't buy it. And my he's in his 80s, right? So, you know, I'm gonna buy it so he doesn't buy it. And, you know, the business is gonna pay for it. And it's gonna be pretty sweet having a backhoe and a truck, you know, so. Oh, I'm sure you guys, if you guys haven't checked out my Instagram, check out my Instagram page. I've been posting a lot of pictures. I've been doing a lot more better on my Instagram. Check out that Instagram. I've been posting a lot of pictures of all the work and stuff I've been doing, because I haven't really had a lot of time to do videos, as you guys have noticed. But check that out. That asphalt right there. And on the other side, I laid that down myself. I got that. So I did a Saturday job, right? It kind of sucked. It was supposed to be like a 3-hour deal, you know, and get paid for 6. Ended up being 6 hours. But I got all this asphalt for both sides, right? 10 tons of asphalt was left over from a job. They wanted me to grab 15 tons, so I grabbed 15 tons, and then they only used 5, right? So I brought all this home, and my grandpa and my wife, we raked out the gravel and stuff, and then we used the P gates and dumped it, and we spread it out with the rake, and it looks pretty sweet. I'm happy. And we got it for free, so that was pretty sweet. You don't just, you know, that's one of the perks of doing asphalt. And then I'll show you what I did here. I thought it was pretty neat. I put like a little speed bump right there. It's hard to tell. Right there. On both sides. So, you know, you back the truck up or back your car up or whatever until it bumps. But, yeah, we laid it down. We smoothed it out with the rake, and then I drove over it a few times with the dump truck, and it seems to be pretty good. Pretty good. I don't have to worry about rocks and stuff getting on the driveway, except for from right there coming this way. But I don't have to worry about it, you know. Be easier to work on too. I won't have to crawl in mud puddles this year as much, you know, so that'll be nice. That will be nice. So yeah, check out that Instagram, guys. Instagram and my Facebook business page. Go to those and pound that like button, and follow me there. And so we are gonna hire a driver soon, part-time driver. We can't do. I don't want to do a full-time driver yet because I haven't even got through the winter yet. So I don't want to be the guy that hires somebody and then says, hey man, I'm gonna have to let you go. I don't have enough work during the winter. I'm not gonna be that guy. So we're gonna hire somebody part-time. And then what will happen is they'll probably work during the day. And then I'll try and find work for myself to work at night. Because you can't say no to $2,000 a day. You just can't. Not when you're in business, you just can't. It's a smart business move. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. So cool. So the other day I bought some LED lights. I bought LED lights for the dump truck, and I bought them for the pickup truck. Pretty sick looking, huh? Yeah, buddy. Those are pretty bright. It's just Brian VANDUYN. If you just look up Brian VANDUYN, same as everything else, Brian VANDUYN, and then I got 99 followers right now, so it's kind of just in the beginning stages, but I've been posting a lot of what I've done. It's a lot easier to take a picture than it is to do, a 15-minute video, 10-minute video, and edit it and do all that other jazz, which I haven't done at all, for at least a month or two. I just haven't had time. And one of the other things I've been having troubles with is my laptop it's at the point of it's dying. It's going really slow and it doesn't want to start up sometimes. So that's another reason why I haven't really done a lot of videos per se, with intros and stuff like that, because I don't know, I think it's gonna die on me. But I need some ideas for what I should do for a new intro. Like, I've been trying to think of what a cool intro would be, and I still don't know what a cool intro would be. You guys, check this out. I don't know if you guys can see it. Where is it? You can't see it. There it is. The sun. Is that cool or what? It's like blood red. It's pretty cool. Let me see if I can figure out how to do a message on here. The thing about doing a live stream on my phone is... Oh, check that out. I didn't know I could switch that halfway through. Interesting. I'm just figuring this stuff out. Can't do a... I was gonna write in the chat. If any of you guys on here are part of my Instagram, can you write that can you put it in the chat for those of you who aren't part of that? My phone's not letting me do any of the chat, so I should, huh? The only problem with that is trying to find not trying to find good music, but I'm worried about like the copyright laws and stuff like that. I don't want to get in trouble for doing, you know, like getting in trouble for doing some sort of, you know, I don't want to get in trouble for, you know, breaking somebody's copyright law or something. But no, I would like to do some music on the intros. That is, I need to explore that more. Definitely need to explore that option a little more. Yep. So, yeah, business is just going crazy. See you later, Rondell. Thanks for watching. Yep. So, business is just going so crazy. I'm sad to have the truck down for a few days, but we got to get that oil leak fixed. A gallon a day, guys. A gallon of oil a day. Like, look, there's 2 5-gallon buckets sitting right there. And that stuff is not cheap. $100 a week in oil is what I was spending. So I was doing the math on that, and in, what was it? Oh, 3 months. No, not 3 months. 9 months. In 9 months, the fix should pay for itself. Like, I would have spent more on oil than the repair. So in 9 months, that'll pay for itself. So, yep. Business is going so good though. Andrew, that's a good question. How many trucks do I want to grow to? You know, we're just gonna see how things go. Like, when I hire my first driver, if business goes great, he treats the truck great, we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep killing it. You know, we're just gonna buy another truck, hire more drivers. You know, we're just gonna keep doing. We're just gonna keep growing, but we're gonna grow slow. We're not gonna be 2 trucks and then buy 5 trucks in 1 year. We're not doing none of that stuff. That's a little too crazy for me. So we're gonna grow slow. It'll be, you know, we'll probably add a truck a year or 2 trucks a year or something like that. But I have this vision, and maybe this is not my vision, but it's my vision right now, but maybe it's not something that I'll want in the future. But as of right now, I want to be the biggest solo truck company in on this side of Washington. What I mean by that is, I want to own the most solo trucks. I don't want to do trailers. I don't want trailers. I want to do solo trucks. So basically 3-axle, 4-axle, 5-axle trucks, no trailers. I don't want to haul trailers. They take up too much space, and I don't really think they're worth the extra investment for the payout. Like, for a trailer around here, let me just give you guys like some business side of this aspect. So a trailer around here costs $25,000 to $50,000, right? As a solo truck right now, I'm making $130 an hour hauling asphalt. $130 an hour. I would make $15 more an hour if I had a trailer, right? So $15 an hour does not equate. It just does not equate. Like, if I was making $30 an hour more or $35 an hour more, then it would make sense to do it. But it just doesn't make sense, because if you think about it, $15 an hour, you know, in like a 10-hour day, that's only $150 more. How is that $150 more a day going to pay for a $30,000 investment or a $50,000 investment? And then on top of that, you have to calculate the cost of the tires. You're going to put super singles on them. Each tire's $800. So you're looking at basically $5,000 to $6,000 in tires every year. $6,000 in tires every year, right? And then you got to think of all the extra fuel you're going to burn hauling it. It just doesn't equate. $50 to $80 an hour, dude. Shut the truck off. Shut the truck off. I would never haul it for that, dude. Never, dude. I would not do it. There's just no way. No way. $50 an hour? We're getting paid $130 an hour for a solo truck. And here's the thing though. I mean, it's diesel over here is so expensive. We're paying $3.30 per gallon right now. $3.30 per gallon right now for fuel over here in Washington. And that's part of the reason why our rates are so high, I think. Because the cost of doing business is so expensive. But no, dude, $50 to $80, shut the front door. I would not do it for that. That would, no. I'd be paying someone to run my business. Like, I'd be losing money if I did that. $3 a gallon. Yeah, see, we're at $3.30 a gallon. Oh, I will say this though. So I've been hauling asphalt for the past 3 weeks. This stuff is cake. Here's what I like about it. On average, I spend, I want to say $150 every 2 days. 200 to 150 every 2 days in fuel. The dirt, I was spending $150 a day. 100 to 200 a day, not every other day. But I will say this. The asphalt, you don't work a full 8-hour day, hardly ever. Like, I mean, when I was working for this company, we charge what's called a 6-hour minimum, right? So guarantee we're getting paid for 6 hours, even if we work 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 or 4 or 5.5 hours, we still get paid for 6, right? And if they didn't have the 6-hour minimum, I wouldn't do it. Because there's just not enough money in it. But with that being said, not burning fuel and, not burning tires or any of that stuff. SC, hauling asphalt, I've been getting $130 an hour. $125, $130 an hour. Dirt is like $115 to $120 an hour. That's what I've gotten consistently is $115 an hour. Every now and then $120, but consistent $115 for dirt. And asphalt, consistent $130. And that's for a solo truck, right? Which is, my truck only has 4 axles total. The steer axle, drop axle, and 2 drive axles. And I haul 56,000 pounds. Well, I don't haul 56. That's my total gross vehicle weight rating, GVRW. 56,000. So here's another reason why I don't buy a trailer, right? So I'm hauling 56,000, right? Total. If I were to get a trailer, I could bump it up to 105,500, right? Pounds. That's the gross vehicle weight rating if you have a trailer. 105,000 pounds versus 56,000. You're doubling the weight. You are not doubling the pay. You're not even coming close to even a quarter of the pay more. $15 an hour more, that's not even close. So, no, doesn't equate. Not in my book. So, I'm not going to go that route. I'm going to buy just straight trucks, and we're going to buy equipment. That's what we're going to do. I've already bought a backhoe. It's not here yet. We bought it. We're buying it this week, or this month, I should say. It's a old tractor. It's a JCB 1550, and it's a decent sized backhoe. Um, and so the reason I'm buying this is so I can start doing my own jobs. I can start bidding my own work. You know, digging ditches and doing grading, and you know, uh, somebody has a big pile of dirt or something they want to get rid of. You know, or they want to excavate their yard or whatever. I don't know, that kind of deal. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, it does sound like chum change, Aaron. But the nice thing is the tandem. You don't have to pay for the extra. Well, it's only $500 a year. You don't have to pay the heavy use tax. Um, 77 an hour. I don't know how you guys do it. Man, that's got to be tough. What's the SC? What's the $3 a gallon you said? So 30 cents less. So on average, what do you spend per day in fuel? That's what I would like to know. Yeah, yeah. I would like to get a super dump. Super dumps, they seem like they're worth the money. So check this out. So in Washington, we have what's called a super dump, right? And a super dump is basically a solo truck with 3 drop axles and a strong arm. And a strong arm is it's a drop axle that's on the very back of the truck that is another drop axle essentially, but you can lift it all the way up and all the way down. Like it lifts up to the top of the bed of the truck, and then it pushes down and it sticks out. I want to say 10-15 feet in the back. Maybe not that. Maybe 7 feet. Probably 6 or 7 feet further it extends. But the nice thing about the super dumps is you can haul 25 tons, I think, total in the super dump, versus my 15 and a half tons, right? So you're almost doubling the weight, but you don't have to buy a trailer. So it just makes so much sense. And $150 every 2 days. Yeah, see, so you're doing pretty good on the fuel. $150 every 2 days. That's basically what I'm burning right now, making 130 an hour. But I'm only working 6-hour days. Like every now and then I'll get like an 8 or a 10 or a 12, but it's not every day. I'm averaging 7 hours, I would say, a week. 7 hours per day at 130. But I'm not burning any fuel. But yeah, that's what I want to get. Super dump. Okay, so super dumps, they charge 150 an hour, right? So they're charging more than a truck and trailer's charging, right? Dang, yeah, you're working some pretty good days. So are those 10 and 12 hours on the ticket, or are those 10, 12 hours total? Because if you're talking about total, I'm working more than 7. My average would probably be 10 to 12, yeah. With commute times and all that stuff. Yeah, Aaron, dude, I've put out a lot of good content. I feel like I put out a lot of good content. And Justin has put out a lot of good content too. I mean, we've been pretty real. I've been really real uh, about everything. At least I feel like I've been real. And, if anybody disagrees, they can call me out on the floor about it. But I feel like I've been pretty real on the whole business. I've showed you guys my QuickBooks, showed you guys, pretty much everything. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I haven't showed you guys. Other repairs that I've done, that I didn't really think were a big deal or I didn't have time to show you. But I normally always mention it in a video, like, oh, while you guys were sleeping, I did this. I did this. Hey, thanks for catching us, Luis, and we'll catch you later. Yep, we will. We'll keep pounding. We'll keep working. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that, you know, that happens that, you know, I don't get recorded or something, you know, it doesn't show up. But for the most part, I've been pretty see-through. Grandpa just texted me. My grandpa, when was it? Saturday, I wasn't doing anything, right? Oh, I went over to look at the truck and to tell him, you know, what all I wanted done. And then I just was like, oh, I'll just stop by my grandpa's. He wasn't there, so I called him. And his wheel bearing in his Suzuki Vitra, the wheel bearing, the back passenger wheel bearing went out. So I ended up driving, you know, a good hour and a half, to go pick him up with our trailer. That's the trailer right there, right? The trailer is just narrow. I'm going to switch the camera around. So I brought the 2x6s, right? So we could drive it up. As he was driving up, like we were in a dealership parking lot, right? And so imagine the tailgate's not there. And we put the 2x6s down, right? And then we had these blocks just like this, pretty much under each of the, you know, the ramps. As he was driving up, one of the boards flipped out and he just barely made it on there. But yeah, he drove up, you know, you can see the tire marks right there pretty much. Anyways, I had to pick him up. Oh, I can show you guys if he didn't dump it out. I'll show you guys what his wheel bearing looked like, the stuff that came out of it. This came out of his axle, guys. Where is it? Is it this one? Well, that's not it. There it is. You can see that right there is his wheel bearing. What's left of it. Those chunks right there, not all the dirt and stuff, but those chunks, those metal chunks, like I literally scraped that out of his axle with my finger. It was pretty crazy. I don't know how he made it as far as he made it, but I rescued him with the trailer. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this. I actually built this trailer pretty much with my grandpa. We welded it all together. It used to be made out of wood, right? But, you know, it kept getting rotten and falling through and stuff. So I built it pretty much. It's a pretty sweet trailer. It used to be a camper. There. That's how you know I made it. BMV. Brian Michael VANDUYN and DVV Donald VANDUYN. We made it 2017. These are the type of lights I wanted to do on my truck, but clear lights in the bumper, but they didn't have any, so I just did these ones instead, the ones underneath it. I think I showed it to you guys. They're pretty sweet looking. I like them. They're really bright. Anyways, guys, go check out my Instagram, Brian VANDUYN. Check out the Patreon. Check out my Facebook business page. I really appreciate that. I post a lot of stuff on the Instagram. I've been posting a lot of stuff on there. That's kind of the main thing I'm kind of transitioning to, because I just don't have a lot of time to do videos, like in-depth videos. I'm still doing them. I'm doing more live streams, just because it's a little bit easier to do. I don't really have to, it doesn't require a lot of planning. I can just throw it in. See you later, Evan. Anyways, yeah, check out that, and I'm gonna have to catch you guys later. Definitely, I'll update you when we get the truck back. Hopefully, they get the oil leak fixed. It's just a rear main seal, so hopefully they get that fixed good, and we don't leak any more oil down the road. And the truck is easier to work on because it's not all oily. Anyways, guys, don't forget to pound that like button, pound the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. And check out the Instagram, Patreon, Facebook. You know, definitely check those out. Just search Brian VANDUYN, just like the channel. Or if you go to my YouTube channel page, there's little icons. You can click on that. Later, TY. And I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.